Alright, here me and Scott driving down the road. We're headed towards Orange County, Virginia on that relic hunt. So, yeah, we drive down 40 right now. We're almost at Knoxville. So, but yeah, we've been scanning for turkeys and I hadn't seen any turkeys yet. Kind of surprising we come through Gordonsville area. Figured we'd see some. Done run off, forgot my sunglasses, and now the sun's in my eyes. Anyway, well, get off here and I'll holler at you in a little while. Alright, me and Scott finally made it up here to Orange, Virginia on this relic hunt. Here's the Holiday Inn Express, of course, swimming pool and everything. It's a pretty real nice place, but anyway, we've got a beautiful view in the background. You see the mountains. You can get up around. You can see around, of course. Right there's the landowner that's letting us hunt. Of course, we've been knocking on doors this evening, and so happened we just thought, well, let's just go to this house behind the hotel. And sure enough, he said, well, yeah. And of course, we got talking, and he knew where we was from and everything. After we figured out we were kind of from the same area, he said, yeah, go ahead. He said, I don't really mind. It's just one day anyway. But anyway, I've got this target, and I've just now got out here. I've already cleaned it up. It looks like some kind of shield. Now, I don't know. It kind of silver looking. I was thinking it was something that was been cut, but no, it's got a hole here and a hole here, and one at the bottom. And I'll be darned if it don't look silver. I don't see any marks on it saying 925, but I mean, that's you can see it right there. You can see the design around the outside of it. So, I mean, it is something, I mean, good. I mean, it looks pretty good. But anyway, let me get, there's Scott down there. He was digging earlier. I don't know if he got anything. But anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully we'll be back with something. Alright, me and Scott's out this morning. Of course, it's probably about 9 o'clock here. It'll be 8 o'clock at the house. But anyway, it finally stopped raining. We had the same storm system go through as you had back at home. But anyway, it finally stopped raining. We got out and been out here a few minutes. Of course, this ground is real hot, man. I tell you, if the locals call it hot, then I mean, it's beyond hot for us. But anyway, I'm using the Pro this morning to see how it's doing. But anyway, I've dug several square nails, and I've got this little chisel deal. I really don't know what it is. It's kind of neat, but I thought I'd get it on camera. Of course, it's a real nice morning, as you can tell. It's still overcast. It's drizzling a little bit. Scott's over the hill somewhere right there. I don't know. I seen him up there earlier. So actually, we're headed to that fence roll over there. It was we looked on the aerial photo last night, and that used to be an old road bed. So, and had a friend of mine from Orange here. He sent me a message saying that actually this used to be a Confederate campsite. So, but right there's the hotel. Of course, you can tell. It's a pretty nice place. It's got a good view. But anyway, well, I'm not going to find any relics sitting here talking, but hopefully I'll be back with you with something. Alright, I'm back. I'm still out here in this field just wandering around. So, but I've got a iron signal dug down, and it's a piece of a little buckle. Half of it's broke off, but I've found quite a few of these out at the infantry camp back home, so I'm on the right track. I'm going to spend a little bit of time around in this area, but I don't know what Scott, I don't know if he's found anything. He's back over that way, but anyway, I'll be back, and hopefully I'll have something good. Alright, now, I'm back. I worked my way up here to this old road bed. Of course, you can see on the other side of town. Well, I don't know if you can see town or not, but yeah, right there. On the other side of town, there's a road. It kind of comes this way, and it dead ends, but actually it turns into this fence row. And in this fence row, goes all the way down, and then of course it does the same thing on the other end. There's a old road that butts into this fence row. Of course you can tell on down through there a little ways where the indention where the old road bed was. And I'm seeing this area right here. It's a little narrow strip. I'm really not for sure what that was. It may have been some kind of road bed. I'm really not for sure. I'm gonna have to go back to the area photo and look. But yeah, there's a nice little pond down there. This is a beautiful place. It's just a little far away from my dirt. It's clay, man, it's terrible. You can see how red that is. But anyway, there's the hotel again. Yeah, it's a nice place. Holiday Inn Express. If you ever come to Orange County, Virginia, I'd recommend that's where you stay at. I mean, that's a real nice place. But anyway, I'm gonna get to digging. I was just taking a little break and thought I'd video a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna find Scott and see what he's found. Anyway, hopefully I'll be back with something good. Alright, I'm back with a good target. This is ringing up in between 40s and 50s. It was probably 5-6 inches deep. We had and dug it. I got roundness. I don't know what it is. And pulled it out. So some kind of button. Maybe an overall button. Never mind. I don't think it's what we're looking for, but I thought it was at first. But anyway, hopefully I'll be back with something good. Alright, I finally run up on Scott. He called. He run up on a little hot spot. Of course, I hadn't found anything. I think I'm going to get in the F75, but I don't know. Found that piece of camp lead and knife blade. Found these 3 squirrel nuts, is what I'm calling them. Now they're 58 caliber bullets, round balls. So he found what, 2 in one hole?
2 in one hole, and one it wasn't shovel length away. These are all right there piled together.
Well, we're gonna get to digging. Hopefully them buckles are here, so we can tell where somebody else has been digging too. So, but anyway, hopefully I'll get back with you. All right, I'm out here this morning. It's the first morning of the hunt out here at this mine run battlefield. But anyway, this is a big farm. I've been walking for about 45 minutes to get where I wanted to get. And Scott, he's probably 2 miles over there. So, but anyway, I think I've got it by myself right here. Of course, this farm, I thought it was 400 acres, but actually it's 600 acres. And that's a lot of walking. Of course, I just walked through all that mess. It used to be a field, but it's kind of, maybe letting it grow up. So I have found, if I can find it. Let's see, I found this right in the, pretty much as soon as I got out of the truck. It's a old little hammer. It's a little, had a wooden handle in it. So, I know where I found it. I probably should have stayed over there, but it was a lot of action going on over there. So anyway, thought I'd come over here by myself. This field goes all the way around and cuts back to the right. But anyway, I'm gonna get to digging it and see what I can pull out of this ground. Hopefully I'll be back with something. Alright, I'm finally back. Of course, I hadn't found nothing but a handful of bucking balls, and I had a rivet, and of course that iron hammer, but I hadn't found a whole lot. But I've stumbled across a spot and it's thick. I don't know if I'm gonna make my way out. So, but I'm following the GPS. I should be close to the big woods. You can see them in the background back there. So, but I've got to get through all that shit to get to it. So, but anyway, yeah, I talked to Scott earlier, and he said that he'd found a penny spill. He said some Indian heads, and thinks a couple of them's flying eagle pennies. He's got artillery fuse and a few shot bullets, but that's about it right now. I hadn't talked to him a couple hours, but anyway. All right, I was just gonna show you where I was at, and where I gotta go. Over there, about that pine tree. A little past that pine tree, this big wood starts, but I've got to get through all this to get there. But anyway. Alright, well, hopefully I'll be back with something good. Alright, I finally made it into the big woods and got a good signal, and I've got my first drop. I don't know what kind it is, still off in the hole. I don't know if it's Confederate or Union. There's a 58 3-ring. That's a great find. So, anyway, that's my first drop for today. Maybe I'll get a little honey hole in here. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm going to see what else I got in here, and I'll talk to you later. Alright, I'm still out in these woods digging. Of course, I found that one right over there, and I've come right over here and dug a couple of pieces of iron here and there, but got another in the hole. It's another 3-ring mini drop. So it's another good find. Boy, they come out of the soil here pretty dirty. Back home they come out white, but here a little brown color. Maybe some white under there. So, but anyway, I guess I'm gonna call Scott over here, and if he can find me. Of course, I'm about 1,000 yards from him. So, anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll be back with some more. Alright, I've stumbled across something I was thinking is a pipe, but I don't know. It may be a burrow. I'm gonna get this on video just in case it is. Looks like it's got the sight down here on the end of it. It is hollow. Looks like a bent. I left my dang stand at home. Here, let me set you down right here next to this tree. It looks like a burrow to me so far. I don't know how good that tree right there. Alright, for some reason the phone cut off, but right here's where the wood was attached. I don't have to see, it's kind of funny right there. I really don't know what that is. It's kind of funny looking. But then down here you can see the end sight. I bet you that's what it is. I bet it's a bent musket barrel. Shit. Well, that's the first one I've ever found. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'd almost bet a paycheck on it. Alright, well, I'm going to try to get hold of Scott. I could try to text him. Our little walkie-talkies ain't picking up too good. But anyway, I'll try to get a hold of him. Alright, hopefully I'll be back with something else. Alright, I'm back. I got a signal down in the hole here. And then I've got it out. Right here's the trigger part. There's the trigger. So, I've got the whole gun here. I sure do. I'm gonna see what else I can find. Hopefully, maybe the bayonet's with it. And I don't know if that's I don't know. Why would anybody else leave a modern gun out here? I don't think it's a modern gun. I don't know, but you always second guess yourself. I mean, where I'm at in this battle area now, I'm sure. I've been finding drop 3 rings around it, so. But anyway, well, I'm going to set you up here. Let's see if I got any more signals in here. Yeah, I got some more signals. Alright, I'll be back with you. Alright, I'm out here on day 2. Scott's about 2 miles that way, and I come over here and thought, well, I'll try the very back of the farm. Of course, not too many people try to stumble over this way, but anyway, got my first good relic in the hole. Well, it's out of the hole now. It's a fired 3-ring. So, It's another good Civil War relic from Virginia. But hopefully I'll find a bunch more in this little area. I don't know, I just come down, walked through a gate right up there, walked off in these woods, and that's my first signal. But anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll be back with a bunch more. Alright, I've worked my way down a little bit from where I found that shot bullet, and I've got my first Virginia J-hook. That's a good find. But anyway, yeah, that's my first Virginia J-hook. But anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll be back with something else. Alright, I'm back with another good find. Of course, I don't want to video too much out here in the middle of the field. Everybody will come looking, but I've got another 3-ring drop. Well, 3-ring dropped and hit by a shovel. Dang it. Anyway, that's another good find. The ones in the woods come out like the ones at the South Tunnel, all dirty. These come out pretty white. Alright, well, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll find some more. Alright, I'm finally back with a good target. It's been a while since I dug that bullet, and I'm on the other side of the farm now. But anyway, got this reading up pretty good. It's a freaking fuse to a artillery shell. It's a to a shinkle shell, and then Scott dug one just like it yesterday. So that's my first fuse. So that's pretty good. Alright, well, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll find the rest of it. Alright, I just come out of the woods back in there. Creek's down there, but anyway, I just got up on the edge of the field. Got a good target. But there it is, still in the dirt. See if I can get it out. It's in there pretty deep. Sure is getting hot out here. Got these long sleeves on, but that keeps me from getting burned. But there you go. Nice 3-ring drop. Nicked it a little bit down. Alright, well, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll be back with a bunch more. Alright, I made it out of the woods back in this field, and I stumbled across something. It's they would say I've got roundness. I don't know what it is. It just plopped out of the hole. You can see it right there. Maybe a flat button. It may be a large cent. That's a button. Yeah, it's a big old button. I ain't gonna rub it too much. This is sandy soil. But yeah, it's a good find. I don't know if it's got anything on front of it or not. I don't want to scratch it no more. I thought it was a coin, but that's still a good find. Alright, I'll be back with you. Alright, I'm back with the Mine Run Relic Hunt finds for the weekend. We went to Virginia, Orange, Virginia, and of course, here was the finds. We had a pretty good weekend, so it was a lot of work, a lot of walking, but met a lot of new friends, and so anyway, we've got I ended up with 3, well, 1 fired and 2 dropped, just 3-ring mini balls, and found these 3-ring mini balls, and of course they're star base. Let's see if you can zoom in there and you can see the star right there. And then of course this one, the star is kind of different on this one, huh? If I can see, yeah, there it goes. But anyway, but yeah, that's the first for me. It's first star base that I found. Ended up found this rivet with the leather still in it, so that's a pretty good find. Handful of bucking balls. Of course, I run into a spot. I found a lot of bucking balls, but never did find any round balls or anything. So ended up finding this is a fuse, I think, to a shingle shell. So that was my first fuse. That's a real good find. But I know that there were a couple of, well, I think there was two full artillery shells and one about 3/4 of a artillery shell, and I think I seen a few shell frags were found, and then found this J hook. That's my first Virginia J hook. Of course, all these are my first Virginia. It's found this. I think this is overall button. It's got a couple of stars on it, but I'm pretty sure that's overall button. I'm not for sure if that's period or not, but I did find it on the farm. And of course, the farm we hunted, it's 600 acres and very, 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 very beautiful farm. Found this flat button. It's got a design on it, but I really can't make it out yet. I've got to have a magnifying glass. I was hoping it'd be a GW inaugural button, but I don't think it's going to turn out the way I want it to on that. But anyway, it's still a great find. I think that was one of my last finds. Found this solid silver shield. Of course, you can tell it's been broke off right here on that middle piece. It broke off something else, so I mean, it scared the fire. I found this in a Confederate camp out behind the hotel. I didn't find this on the Mine Run Relic hunt land, but it was still a good Virginia find. I thought it was a saddle shield, and then of course, when I handed it to Relic Bob, of course, I was thinking he thought it was a ID badge. Of course, that would have been great if it had been, but we really don't know what it is. But he said he's thinking it may go on the side of a gun for decoration or something. But it did. It was found in the Confederate camp, so that's a real good find. And I guess of course, I found this piece of lead. I don't know if that was a piece to salve it for a artillery shell or not. It kind of favors one. I'm not for sure. But anyway, I guess the find for the weekend. Of course, this made the whole trip. I can't get the whole thing in the picture, but here's the trigger for it. I found that in the same hole. Of course, I looked for the rest of the gun, but I couldn't find it. I dug and dug and dug, and I don't know if you. Let's get down here. Right here is where the stock would have fit on. Actually, the trigger would have went right here. Of course, that piece would need to be turned around where the trigger would have fit right there. And then the wooden stock would have come on out this way. And then right here where the nipple is. And then the hammer would have been right here. And right here is the raise up sight. Of course, it's a long one. That would have been a infield musket barrel. And then, of course, you come on down and you can see it's bent. And right there, I don't know if you can see the angle, but right there's the front sight. And of course, the reason it's bent, the Union soldiers got it, and then of course it was a Confederate musket barrel, and the Union soldiers got it and bent it where it couldn't be used anymore. So, but yeah, I was out there digging around. I found these two star-based bullets, and then found this in about the same spot. And of course, I was digging it, and then I thought, I followed it out. Of course, I got the signal at the end, and I followed it out, and I thought, man, that's a fence post. So it wasn't very deep, and I dug this in first, and then I seen it was hollow, and then I thought, well, I said, why is a water pipe laying out this far in the woods? But anyway, I kept on digging and digging and digging, and then I seen the front sight up here, and I thought, that looks like a front sight, and sure enough, it was. And then I dug it. Of course, I had no idea what kind of barrel it was at first, and then everybody was telling me it's a infield barrel. So that's a real good find. I'm proud of it. That made the whole trip. Now I've got I cleaned it up a little bit compared to what it was, but I've got to get it in the electrolysis tank somehow. I'm going to have to do one end at a time, I guess. But anyway. But yeah, that was the hunt at the Mine River Relic hunt, so we had a good time. And looking forward to next year. All right, well, I'm going to get off here and happy hunting. Thanks for watching.